Tonight on NBC 26 News in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at 6 p.m., we have an older video here with Brian Williams talking about a famous hotel going up in flames.
It's a sad story, but let's go to Brian Williams for the report.
And NBC's Brian Williams has the story for us right now.
There's been a terrible fire in the Catskill Mountains of New York State, 85 miles away from New York City. The loss of property made even worse considering it's a piece of film history in its own right. While most recently it was condos, it opened during World War II as the old Brown's Hotel. Considered a classic Catskill resort, it was the inspiration for the movie Dirty Dancing. It took 40 fire companies many hours to get control of that fire.
Wow, what a sad story. Thank you, Brian Williams, for that report.
Well, still ahead on NBC 26 News at 6 p.m. How come are you still paying so much money for cab fare?
And leaving a little child in the mall? That's not safe. We'll talk about that straight ahead.
Plus, we'll have your weather report and your sports highlights. That's still ahead when NBC 26 News at 6 returns.
There's no substitute for a great Minnesota vacation. Find yours at exploreminnesota.com.
Today, gonna be a cool day. Today, gonna be in a good place. You can tell from my smiling face. Everybody gonna be just fine. Running to the evening time.
On the hottest days of the year, Xcel Energy's Savers switch cycles your air conditioner on and off. The difference is just a degree or two, but it helps everyone on those days when the need is greatest. Sign up at responsiblebynature.com today and save 15% off your summer electric bills.
Switch your car insurance to Geico and we could help you save on boat and motorcycle insurance too. Other insurance companies are green with envy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, but this is all wrong. I would never say that.
Well, what would you say?
Well, I'd probably emphasise the savings. You know, lose that green with envy bit. Rubbish. It's just a reference about my complexion.
But the focus groups thought that the...
Focus groups? Geico doesn't use focus groups. Excuse me, no one told me we were using focus groups.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. Yeah! So that's our loyalty program. You're automatically enrolled, and the longer you stay, the more rewards you get.
Great.
Oh. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you.
Isn't there a simpler way to explain the loyalty program?
Yes.
Standing by you from day one. Now that's progressive.
Welcome back to NBC 26 News at 6 p.m. Now we're asking our viewers this question. How come are you paying so much money for cab fare?
Our reporter for that answer is June Crawford. So, how come are you paying so much money for cab fare? Let's go to June Crawford for that report.
Tom and Ben, paying too much for cab fare in Milwaukee could cost you $95 for a long destination. If you pay less than $95, it's going to cost you, well, at least $45, fewer less than $95. And obviously, paying that much money could cost you fewer amounts of money than going to a long destination. So, in that case, paying much money for cab fare for a long destination, such as a mall in downtown Milwaukee, could cost you more than $45. It could cost you $95. That's way too much for cab fare and the amount you're paying for the money you're spending on cab fare. But if you're going fewer amounts of money than going to a long destination, it's $45 just to go a short way to your destination. The long way would be $95. So that's that. And reporting live from Plover, Wisconsin, I'm Jim Crawford with this story update. And this has been me, Jim Crawford, reporting live for NBC 26 News, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Back to you.
Well, still ahead on NBC 26 News at 6 p.m., leaving a little kid all alone in the mall? That is not safe.
And why do elevators in public buildings break down on you when you're trying to use them? We'll talk about that straight ahead.
Plus, we'll have your weather report and your sports highlights. That's all straight ahead when NBC 26 News at 6 p.m. returns.